With Pinot Noir, because it grows in the cooler climate of the Willamette Valley here, every year is going to be a bit different. In my 13 years, we've not had two that are even close to being the same. And so it is the most finicky of all grapes. But I think it's one of the best food wines around. And because it goes with so many of today's foods. And when you get Pinot right, there's just nothing like it. It is so fanciful that it's got so many nuances to it. And so we're always going for the best bottle of Pinot we could ever make, and I don't think you ever get there. I think that's the grand thing about Pinot Noir. It's just an endless journey.
Wine truly is made in the vineyard, especially Pinot Noir. This is what we grow in the Willamette Valley of Oregon, is Pinot Noir. It's the poet's grape. It's a fraction of the world market, but everybody contends it's the best one, and if you can, you'll try. The heartbreak grape. And one of the reasons for that is it's most expressive of terroir. And so a Pinot Noir is more made in the vineyard than any other grape variety for that reason, because it expresses that sense of place. So much of the total wine experience is derived from the site, the clone, the client, or the variety, and the vintage, what year it was, and very little is done by the winemaker. A winemaker's job is to get out of the way and let everything else happen, and toss some SO2 in there while you're at it. So, winemaker's job is to not screw up what God and the vineyard manager have given him, and the vineyard manager's job is kind of to bend nature to his will and good management, so that the grape can express that terroir, that sense of place, and it's the majority of the wine. You can taste with time. You can taste a specific vineyard, and you can tell that vineyard apart from other ones in the same area, which is particularly true of Pinot Noir. And that's the funness of it. Is, the Willamette Valleys now has 6 sub-appellations, and they're all radically different soils, and which is the predominant factor in that, which affects most other things in the vineyard. And it's just very fun to see those interchanges of these different viticultural areas with Pinot Noir.
It was because I love Pinot Noir, and if prior to going to Burgundy and living there, I drank a lot more Cabs and a lot more Bordeaux's than red Burgundy and Pinots. But it was, again, a kind of a combination of, first of all, living and breathing in Burgundy and getting that sense of place and everything else that I loved about Pinot Noir. But it was also the fact that Pinot, more than grapes that I'd experienced in the past, really reflected that sense of place, and the vineyard and the weather and how it could vary so much just over a short space, and that it was all about the farming as opposed to the winemaking that really gave it its essence.